A B C
That's,
D E F G H I J K
I think
L
that's
M N O P.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we got it.
Can you tell I've done a lot of sound checks in my
That's a
life?
you know what's funny? I'm sitting here, I'm like, wow, that's really clever. And I've never done that before. I'm just like, can you just speak? And then you're sitting
No,
here
yeah.
rattling off the fucking alphabet, and like it makes the most sense, but like never thought of it.
Yeah, that's what they make us do in theater.
Makes sense, honestly. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. They always have to they always make I always say the ABCs and then I always say my freaking sing my loudest song that way I don't blow out the mic
Ugh.
too loud. You
What
know what
is
I'm
the
saying?
loudest song? Like just sing loudly or a song that's inherently loud?
The loud like for instance, I was in Newsies, right? And so like the loudest song I would sing, like if you set the level too low, obviously like or the gain too low, obviously I'm gonna blow out the mic. So they would
Hmm.
know when I start to at like crescendo in the song, I start out really soft, like I'm like no 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 no, but then like when it gets towards the end of the song, they know they have to turn the gain way up because I'm like San
Oh my
Jose! And I'm like,
god.
yeah, I'm just like going crazy. It's pretty lit though.
That sounds pretty good. So what's going on? How are you?
I am absolutely fantastic. Doing very good. Thank you so much for
That's good. That's
asking.
good. So I have to ask now because I saw that you did like the TikToks around with that girl. So what was that? What even was that? Like, are you really, was that your way of trying to like pass a little smooch on to her?
I mean,
He's gonna say yes. Look at this guy over here.
yeah,
She was okay. She was cute.
Eliza. Yeah, no, Eliza's chill. Eliza's really chill.
Does she know that you're attracted to her?
Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah, she will now probably.
There's nothing wrong. Oh, I doubt it. She's never gonna watch. At least she'll never watch my stream. Um.
uh, yeah, she's probably watching this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh well, if she is, then she probably likes you already. So,
Yeah,
um,
no,
there you go. You're lucky.
I didn't make the first move. I didn't make the first
Well,
move.
didn't she? What did she say? She said something about like that she wants to like date you or something, or what happened?
Yeah, she's always commenting on all my stuff, and my fans started noticing that she was commenting, and and then when that happened, a lot of her followers started shipping me. So you know how Dr. Phil did that? You gotta stop calling me daddy, like that
Yeah, yeah,
trend.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I did. I said, you've got. I was like, you've got to stop shipping me with Eliza in the comments, and it blew up.
That's
And
funny.
so I was just like, oh crap. I was
Did
like, this is about to become a thing, isn't it?
did she see
And it did.
your Virginity Rocks poster in the background?
Yeah, no, we FaceTime all the time. I mean, she pointed it out like our first.
Oh,
She pointed it out like the first like we FaceTime like every day. Like we've been doing it for like a few months. But she was like, oh, he's got the poster. I was like, it's like you know me, I'm straight pimping. I was like,
right,
heck
yeah.
yes,
Well, good for you, man. I'm
yeah,
happy that you're working a little bit of game on this this is a young girl. Young for me, of course, not for you. At
yeah.
least I
Yo,
hope.
not we're no. She is very legal. Don't call me Gemini.
Oh
We're
my
1 year
god.
apart. We're 1 year apart. I'm not a Gemini. Don't do it. Don't start it.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. I can't get away from that guy. I feel like
He haunts your dreams, doesn't he?
and it's a situation, man. More seems to come out every day, and like
I honestly
it's,
stopped keeping up with it.
me no me too.
I
I'm not like making it. I decided to end that like when I decided that it should have been like a legal thing.
Yeah, no,
Um,
if it's legal, then yeah. Mm.
for him, like no, I meant like legal as like I think it should be a legal matter, but he would never get like
Yeah.
arrested or anything because it's been a long time, and then also like the laws in California with the
And
whole
that's what
yeah.
yeah. That's why I told Ruby to shut the heck up about it too, because it could turn legal if she wanted to sue her if she kept on talking crap. I was
Yeah,
like
it's
I was
just a
like, you
very
realize
complicated. I
yeah.
wish that he just got, I'm not a big cancel culture guy, but there's no reason why he shouldn't have gotten pulled. He should have just gotten pulled. I mean, you can take Denelli off for Donald G or whatever. You might as well.
Yeah, he we were the first people to let him know he got his account banned in our little group chat
Who's
actually. It
that?
was,
Denelli?
yeah.
That's sad, man. That whole
Yeah,
situation sucked.
we were like, "What the heck just happened to your account, Chris?" And he was like, "What?" And then he checked, and that's when, yeah, sad
And
times.
like seven other accounts got removed as well. Like, he got
Yeah.
rocked. At least he has another account
Yeah.
with like 1.5 million. They
Because
muted.
he's IP banned.
No way, is he?
He's IP banned. That's why
I
every
don't
time he
think
makes a new
so.
account, every time he makes a new account on his phone,
Did he
bans it.
did he say
Switch phone.
did
He
he
switched
say
phones.
oh did he say he was IP banned?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said I think they banned my phone.
Because the
Like,
only reason I don't think it was an IP ban is IP bans are instantaneous. His bans were coming after several hours.
So do you think it was just mass reports or just him?
Yeah, I do.
And-
Because I think it's mass reports. Honestly, I think it was mass
Was
reports.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Heisenberg was IP banned, boom, right off the bat, he was removed. Because once they see that your IP makes something that's gone, I think that when he made like one of his new accounts, he got banned really quickly because I put it up on my TikTok,
Yeah.
and I think other people did too. I was like, oh, go to this new page. Once he got banned, I stopped doing that. I was like, I want to promote him, I want him to get followers, but like, the alt community is seeing it. Because now I really just don't think, because I don't think your IP necessarily. I don't think your phone matters for your IP. I'm pretty sure your IP is your router. It doesn't matter if you change phones.
Yeah, I think he was just saying like they're banning anything that's on his phone. So he's like, I'm gonna switch phones and say I'm not myself, and so he did that.
Yeah, I saw that, and they muted his first video where it was like, "Hey guys, it's Nick here with my dog," and they muted that video. Like,
So dumb.
just
It was dumb.
be positive. This whole thing is stupid.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, now he has a
And-
second account where he actually talks. He does like a lot. He just
Yeah.
answers questions. It's very cool.
Mhm. You and I are very lucky because we've both survived permanent bans somehow.
Yeah, very true. And Joe Robe. We have to add Joe Robe to the list now.
And Joe Robe and not Nick Foster, rip him, I guess.
Yeah,
He
right.
loses his account. Who else got their account back? Is it just us three?
Bandit got his account back.
Bandit, yes.
That whole
And,
thing was stupid, though. There was no justification for that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It was messed up. People are just reporting him because he was like talking about George Floyd, but he was just like, "Hey, I didn't do it." He has Down syndrome, so he was like, of course he was thinking people were trying to convince him he did it, and he's like, "No, it's not me." And he thought that people like actually thought he did it. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, I guess maybe you could say they did because I know they banned Addison Rae, but it was because she got hacked. But I guess you could say like they banned Bandit so he could I don't know, not get so much harassment.
I don't think TikTok bans people for a purpose. I think that TikTok,
that's what I'm saying.
They just like react to whatever the heat is, and they're like, okay, gone, and then then you have to appeal it. That's why I got mine back when I appealed.
Honestly, I'm just trying to think about a logical reason that TikTok gave him a ban, and that's the only thing I can.
I think it was just
reports. Trying to protect him. Yeah,
I think it was just reports because I don't think TikTok gives a shit. They don't care.
No,
TikTok really does not care, for better or for worse. Sometimes it's better, that's probably the reason why I made it for so long, because they're like, oh, they don't care. I'm surprised there are other times where I could have gotten banned and understood it. It's funny that when I first got my first 1 week ban, it was just when I was speaking out against a creator who was saying everybody's racist just because they didn't understand systemic racism. And then the other time when I contested the kill all men narrative, but when I would make legitimately pretty intense jokes, nothing happened then. It was when I was being more cordial and diplomatic that I got banned. How funny is that?
And now look at you, you're verified.
I know, lucky me. And I'm slowly getting I finally was accepted. I was on my alt account messing around, having fun. I was actually finally accepted into the creator program on my main account.
Good.
They finally allowed me to reapply. I reapplied. It's weird because I did it on and off 4 times because I'm like, do I really want to do this? But I was like, no, let's resurrect the old account. So it's slowly coming back because I'm posting more. I'm in very low priority because I've been just beating down my views by saying, guys, I'm live on TikTok.
Yeah, that's the key is balance, because I took a hit in views for it as well, but to me it's worth it because I love Twitch.
And it's that's where you're gonna really have a sustainable career on there if you
sustainable. Yeah. I need I want that sustainability.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a balance.
You just have to find your groove, man. It takes I'm not there. You know what? When I did it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna do some kind of political thing, whether it's TikTok drama or a deconstructing a TikTok or talking about a social issue, and then afterwards I'm gonna play video games. And then sometimes people will send me something towards the end of my stream, but that's usually it. So I would get like I get decent views at the beginning, and then it like peters off. Now it's pretty consistent, not really super high. I get like a maybe 250 average. You just
Mhm.
got to do that. Organize it from like your main content, and then like video games afterwards.
Yeah.
It'll draw people in. Just figure out what people like, and you just figure your shit out. Because I'm into politics. Not everybody, of course, isn't going to do that. So
For real. Yeah.
but don't beat yourself up, man. It takes a while. It doesn't translate well from TikTok to Twitch,
Yeah, because TikTok's so short, and then you stream for 3 hours, and you're like,
Well, yeah,
how
and
much
not
worth
even
it?
that, but people don't. You have 1.5 million followers, right? So nobody knows you stream, because when you say, "Hey, I'm streaming," they don't get the notification, because
Mhm.
on they don't follow you on Twitch, they follow you on TikTok, and like your video isn't going to reach people, because like saying, "Hey, I'm on Twitch" isn't going to reach out to anybody. That's
Yeah.
not. It takes a while, because even now I get people like, "Oh, wow, I didn't know you streamed," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've been doing it for like 4 months."
Yeah, for real, man. And yeah, again, man, thank you for the advice on
Yeah,
Twitch, because I'm trying to, because my favorite part about TikTok is the live streams, surprisingly.
yeah, right.
And like that was always my favorite part, because when I do stream, I sing,
Hmm.
and that's what I love to do. Music is my passion, and like I was like, man, 50 people want to watch me stream, just sing theater songs for no reason. And then as I kept getting traction, more people were like listening. And I was like, man, it feels like
Yeah,
I'm in a concert right now. This is awesome.
yeah. So
So like, yeah,
oh,
that's why I
sorry, you
love
keep
Twitch
going.
as well.
I
That's
was
why I love Twitch as well. That's all I was going to say.
No, yeah, and I noticed that you do it live on TikTok and Twitch, and then you put some shit on YouTube, and like you're set. It'll take like, you'll just like you'll hit. That's how YouTube is. You'll hit eventually.
Yeah.
Do you have a like? I'm not even trying to be rude. Do you have like a better mic by any chance, or like a? Because if I think that you could like really benefit from investing into like a nice mic to like really pick up your singing.
Yeah, this is a Blue Yeti, and it's like decent for like just talking to people. But I'm probably going to get with Carter PCs.
Yeah, is that the mic
To
that your audio's coming through?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, because you're so far away. I didn't even notice it. I thought it was the mic on your headset.
Yeah, this is the
Oh
Blue Yeti.
shit! I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot.
No,
Um,
but I do need a better mic, because the Blue Yeti is not good for singing.
Yeah,
at all.
because like I know this is mic is
That's
very
not what
smooth.
that's not what it's meant for. Yeah, it's meant for more podcasting, just gaming type
Yeah,
things.
yeah, right. This is like I don't know. This was $70. It's nice. It's smooth. I like it. I got like an arm with it. I don't know if you see it, but I'll move the
Sounds
camera.
good for $70.
Yeah,
man.
so I have this arm with it. I also have it going through like OBS, and so like I have I messed around with the filters on it. So
That's probably what I need to do, because I have not messed with this thing at all.
yeah. So like
I
it's beautiful.
Plugged
Like
it straight in.
I got lucky. I got this. I plugged it in. It has its own like
Yeah.
thing that like cancels out sound. And then I went to my computer. I maxed the volume on my output, and then like I just lower the volume on other things to like get it clear. Because I used to have to be like right here just so you to hear me. Now
Yeah.
I could sit back and do this. And like I don't know if you have the ability to do it, but like on my OBS, I have the ability to monitor like my audio levels and everything. So I know like who is too loud and who's too soft. Because relying on my fan base. They troll the shit
Yeah.
out of me.
Same. Like I've been reading your chat, and somebody would just like tell him to turn down his gain. So I was like,
Oh, do you have that directly on the thing?
Like
Like the gain control directly on the Blue Yeti? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I have
Oh,
the
that's
gain
cool.
control on the Blue Yeti.
That's cool. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but that's yeah, like I was saying, I do need to get a better microphone because when I try to sing with this, like it does okay, but I have to be away from the mic and turn the gain all the way
Yeah.
down.
Apparently
Or else, like,
this
terrible.
And I don't know if this is like apparently putting this over it helps like substantially. Do you have my stream in the background going?
It's not volume. I don't have it. I don't have your volume on. No.
Am I listening to my own stream like a fucking dunce? No.
I have no audio on.
That's
I
so
mean,
weird. For some reason, I'm
I
getting
can-
feedback on it. No, it's okay.
Maybe it's feedback from my headphones. Maybe I need to turn you down a
Maybe.
bit.
Maybe.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll
No,
turn
it's
mine
okay.
up.
What was I gonna, oh, apparently putting a sock over your mic can be like massively beneficial.
Yeah, it can. I was thinking about it, not gonna lie. What if I tried it right here?
Just put your dirty socks on it, and then sell your dirty socks. Oh my god.
This is a good one. This is Puma, not sponsored. Okay.
I wonder if it'll work. I wonder if that's just what Carter PC said. I guess it has something to do with like the initial like bursty sound.
How do I sound?
Bro, wait, speak again?
How do I sound?
I feel like it's a lot better.
How does that? Is that okay?
Yeah, like hold on, Shad, does he sound better?
Is it good?
Because I'm fucking stupid, like my way I like interpret sounds sometimes. It sounds like a lot better, I think. Yeah, it's
epic.
It's crazy. It's the same.
Epic,
Shut the
man.
hell up. You know, I think apparently it's something to
Yeah.
do with like the initial burst of sound. Like it
That's yeah.
yeah, I
My
don't know.
friend
I don't
does
know
that
shit.
too. My friend has a Blue Yeti and he does the same thing. Maybe I might just find one of my stylish socks and put it on there for decoration.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's like all pop filter.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting a pop filter, but a sock actually.
I think
heard
the
a
sock's
sock
fine.
Is actually better. Yeah.
I think
Anyway,
it's
I'll turn the gain up. I'll turn the gain up now so you can hear me a little better.
Yeah, no, I think that it's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
There you go. Simple solutions, dollar solutions.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
Literally just an old. That's not old. It's brand new. What do you mean? It smells nice.
So yeah. So how have you been doing on TikTok? Because I know you expressed to me a while ago that you were like a little frustrated because like your traction was down a little bit. And I've been there.
Yeah.
You know?
My yeah. I mean, my page has always gone through trends. Like I make a trend and then I just flatten out, and then I make another trend and I just flatten out. You know, like so. Like just recently, I had like the whole Reddit kid trend, and that got me to like 1.4 million, and then and then it just kind of flattened out again, and I was just like, well, here we go, back to the grind of trying to find a another stupid noise or catchphrase that people like, because that's just my entire page. Is there something that you know, people laugh at, like a certain character or catchphrase? Because like I used to have a trend that I like acted British and I got like 300K from that. It was stupid stuff.
That's cool though. That's cool that like your success like stems from like, you know, acting to an I would say, which is very cool because it's like it's very genuine into you, and I think that like a lot of people underappreciate that. There's content creators, and like I know everybody's looking for success, but like it's like you're looking for success within the realm of what you enjoy doing, rather than like posting like a false facade of yourself, or you know, a facade of yourself. So I think that's a great thing, honestly.
Yeah, my mind is like always turning for ideas. Like this is my idea book. Like it's just like full, like all my POVs ideas, I write them down in this book.
Really? That's crazy, man. Yeah. That's good for you.
Yeah, I write them all down, and then I try to do them as I go. You know, like I don't have a lot of time. Like I do work throughout the day. Like usually I work very early. So like no kidding, I'll get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. and make videos for an hour, and then go to work and post them while I'm at work. Like that's like my schedule.
I got big from posting at work. Like during the coronavirus, I wasn't doing a lot during like the beginning of the days because like, you know, everything was like different, and that's how I hit mine. But no, you know, it's something that you could think about because like you do the singing, right? Like they have this thing called Twitch Sings. It's karaoke that's like TOS acceptable songs. You should think about doing something like that, man.
Yeah,
I do
it. To consider. A lot of my followers don't know that I sing, or that like I'm a musical theater major, like going to New York City. Like they don't know that, you know, like because I'm just known as the POV guy.
Right.
Like they don't know that they don't know that, like, you know, because I've talked to you about it, but a lot of my followers don't know that I'm like trying to become a Broadway actor.
Right. I think if you like the singing, that like the two of us could try to get something together and do like a karaoke night and get other TikTokers on here. Like I know not Clay would probably do it. Maybe
Ryan Beard better do it.
Ryan Beard would do it.
Yeah.
Miss Bruno might do it. Maybe if we're lucky, we could maybe get Mr. Hamilton.
Who's that?
You don't know Mr. Hamilton? He's got like 4 or 5 mil followers. He's a guy. He does like dances. He does like voice impressions. Blonde hair.
Yeah.
You know, he has.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Jog my brain. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very busy. I know he's trying to like he quit his job to like try to pursue a career in like voice acting, but he might do it. You know what I mean? That would be a cool way. And then if you did that consistently, you could definitely pull stuff off from that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd definitely be down. Would you sing a song? What song would you sing?
Yeah, I sang what the hell did I sing? I did the Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, okay.
My
Well,
followers love that. I would do whatever.
I saw that. I saw that. I actually, I watched that. I knew you sang that. I didn't know if you sang anything else.
No, no, not yet. I it's like a little embarrassing, but like, yeah, I would do
You
it.
have. What do you mean, dude? You have great tone.
I have right. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
Yeah, you have great resonance. You have great resonance in your voice. I'm down to be your pianist if you ever just want to do a whole night. You can just have me in the background. I can just be like,
Yeah.
what do you want played? I'll just pull up the sheet music. I'll play it for you.
Then
You
then
know.
Ryan might get jealous.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool though. You know,
especially piano.
so you play piano?
Yeah, no, okay. I'll be on guitar then.
No,
I'll
I
be
didn't
on
even
guitar.
know that you played them. Like that's very talented of you. I feel like
I'll play guitar for you.
yeah, that's
There you go.
cool, man. Like you should do a little more of that. Right with me, like so because my traction's down, of course, and there's a myriad of reasons, and one of them is I think that
I bet it'll come back though.
well, yeah. Well, here's my thing: is like I got big during like a really toxic time on TikTok where everyone was home because of the coronavirus. Like everything was charged up due to like George Floyd. And like everybody was going crazy, and like I hit because like I had like a particular perspective that wasn't generally pushed, and like people valued that. Once that ended, like when people got back to work, I started losing traction, and like instead of trying to force it and like force bad takes, I just started to do like dumb stuff and like have fun for myself. And like I feel like that's not valued enough. People like I know it's a
Yeah,
job, but
for
like
real.
some people will love. Like I get at least like 10,000 views a video. I think like because people there's like a solid 5 to 10,000 people who just love anything I put out. And
You really have one of the best core fan bases I've ever
I
seen.
think so too, and thank you.
You really do.
They're
Like,
fantastic.
yeah, that's why it's a lot easier for you. And I'm not dissing my fan base, but I mean, my core fan base is not as good as yours. I do have a core fan base, and they're great. But I mean, dude, you got 50K on Twitch. You got a lot on YouTube. I mean, you can get people to just like you for you.
Yeah, I think it's like just a manner of getting of like how you interact with your fan. Like, so I'm not saying you interact poorly, but I mean like you show like I don't think it would be a necessarily a bad thing to just show yourself more in your TikToks. Like if you're taking a hit anyway, who gives a shit? What you know what I mean? People like, just talk to people, and like one of my defining moments I feel like on Twitch is I got rated by a really big Twitch streamer. He rated me with like 10,000 people once very early. And I was with Ryan Beard on stream, and once I noticed, I didn't react heavily. I wasn't like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was like, oh, this is really cool. Thanks guys. But can you stop spamming my chat? And they're like, wow, you really don't appreciate this. And as I said, listen, I just did a 2-hour podcast, and like everybody's waiting to play games with me. And like, I appreciate the raid, but like, I care about the people who have been sitting here and on Twitch with me for 2 months, not necessarily the people who came in here and told me to go take the microwave out of my fucking wall and go show it to you because you want to have some kind of weird power over the raid. You know, it's like you got to care about your fans, the loyal guys. Like they stick around. I have people who just chill out and stick around. Like those are the people I want to make my content more than like the people who just like love trends and memes and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like when I do post like singing type videos or videos that are just like who I am, because obviously those POVs are not who I am, or any of my videos are really who I am. Like I never really show who I actually am besides streams. They do terrible. Like, you know, like I do the Reddit kid thing yesterday. I got 1 million views. I do that video with Eliza. I got 2 million views. Like,
Right. Yeah.
So like I'm starting to get a little traction on certain days when the algorithm's nice to me, which is nice.
Yeah, it can be brutal, man.
When I do try to be myself, like just sing or just talk, yeah, nothing.
I get what you're saying. I would just like, you know, if you put something up that doesn't hit, like don't beat yourself up over like the lack of views on 1 or 2 things.
That's the problem I have, man.
Yeah.
It's
easy.
Like,
it's
I'm
easy.
so
to do that.
hyper spastic, and like I beat myself up and get down on myself so often, which of course that's just like a whole mental issue thing.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's not just you. Like even me, I'm like I say this all the time. Like, I'm so lucky that I got to this when I'm like a little older, and like but even for me, I'm like Jesus, man. I did like a bit. Like when I first lost traction on my main account, I was like, wow, this sucks.
Yeah.
And then like eventually, like, you know what, like you realize that like who gives a shit, you know what I mean? And like now I'm having fun. I got my account back I get back in the sense that they finally monetized. I'm like, screw it. I had to have posted like 40 videos in a day. And
Yeah.
right now the algorithm's like post 1 or 2 videos a day, and because if I post 1 or 2 videos, they'll get like a couple 100,000 views. And I
Oh,
sit
that's good.
if I sit on it, but if I post 40, it doesn't happen like that because the algorithm is like encouraging of like I think like it's weird, not necessarily. It's very slow hits, very slow hits.
Yeah, I upload like 8 videos a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually my sweet spot. I don't know
20,
why.
20 or 25 is my. I used to post so much.
Like more than 25 a day.
I used to post like 20 to 25 a day on average.
Yeah, no, that I post like 8 a day, and that's that. I don't think the algorithm hurts me too bad. I just think the algorithm's just not nice on some days, and that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's more encouraging of like songs, dances, Bella Porch, and
Oh gosh, don't get me started.
I think it's
Don't.
slowly because like they're trying to put advertiser friendly content up on the For You page. That's what it really comes down to, and they're and like I say, because like Bella Porch, for instance, like I don't hate her, but she does like there's nothing there. So, but what happens
No,
is like
she has zero talent. Okay.
yeah, right. Even me, like if she comes on my For You page, I'll watch it, and that takes away from watching content you normally like.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
why when she comes on my For You page, I just press not interested.
oh really? Oh, you don't like her?
No, I can't stand her.
My perspective is it because like there's a level of like jealousy that you get hit with. You're like, oh man, like, but then you're like, you know what, like, if she can sustain it, good for her. But I see there's a lot of people who don't know how to like sustain their content, and they're not ambitious, and they're doing nothing with their success.
I just feel like she's too soft.
You think so? She's a military
Yeah,
vet.
because
I think a vet.
yeah, I've never seen somebody that's a military vet be so soft. Then
About what, like the whole Jeff Corette thing, or about the tattoo?
I don't even know what that is. But I made a video towards her, and I got attacked by her fan base because I literally just said her singing was a little off.
Oh really? Yeah, she
And she took down the video.
Oh
Yeah.
what? Was that the
Yeah.
chicken wing song?
No, that was she sang. Oh crap! What did she sing? Oh, it was the eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the
right.
Titanic. Yeah,
My
and
chat's
I was like, yeah,
my chat's like my respect for Curly went up.
yeah. I mean, the video, I basically was just harmonizing with her. I harmonized with her, even though she has terrible tone. You have better tone than her, but I was just like, eyes blue like the Atlantic, going down
Didn't know
like
those
the
were the
Titanic.
lyrics.
And I was just like, okay, Bella, let's stay on key now. And she just absolutely switches keys, and she's like, eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what? And that's all it was.
That's funny. That's really fun. And she pulled it down.
She took down the video.
That is like silly.
Took it down. Her fan base was like, you made her take down the video, and I was just like, good. It probably saved her from future talent agents viewing that. Like,
Jesus Christ, that's so funny, bro. That's like so innocent. Like that's just like, oh, your singing's kind of bad. It's like, yeah, well, I think that's what she's trying to do. Is she's like, oh, I got some success. Let me see if my singing that I've always wanted to do is good. And like, I don't think her voice is awful, but she should.
Do it. Don't do it. Just move your nose. Like that's what you're good at. Just do this. Keep doing this, Bella. If you're watching this.
Oh my goodness. I think that she should try to do something with her fame because it's gonna TikTok. I don't think TikTok's gonna be going anywhere. But it's good to pop off because I know apparently Walmart and Oracle are gonna buy.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Yay! Yay!
Woo! Okay, what could Bella do?
Modeling, I guess. She's attractive, and then I think she could take singing lessons and get better, probably.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, do you see the Hype House members and their songs, man? You know they sound like absolute dog crap.
Which Hype? Wait, what Hype House?
They put auto tune. The Hype, dude. Did you see the diss track today? That one dude released, Dixie D'Amelio's ex-boyfriend. Like it sounds like a off-brand The Killers song. And,
no, wait, what did she release? Who did they release the diss track towards?
Noah Beck, because he's dating his ex or something. He's dating Dixie D'Amelio. I don't know.
What a family, bro. What a family.
Yeah, Dixie D'Amelio literally gets passed around the Hype House like a cheese platter. It's not even funny.
Terrible. Oh, wait, she's of age, right?
Yeah, she's of
Okay,
age.
okay. It's a little less uncomfortable. I always think that Dixie is like younger than Charlie because Charlie is more
No,
popular.
Yeah, Charlie's 16. I wouldn't say, and I like Charlie. I actually think she's like pretty chill. Like I can tell
All right,
she's a pretty chill
all right, be
person.
careful, be careful. Okay, what are you, 20 years old?
I'm 18,
Oh, that's not so bad then.
and all I said was she's pretty chill. Don't try to cancel me. I'm not Gemini.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not.
Oh my god. Somebody said Dixie is hotter than Charlie. I think Addison Rae's mom is the hottest.
Honestly,
I saw her do the
I
WAP
kind
and then I fell in love with her.
of have a thing for moms, but it's
Whoa, Curly, what do you do? How old is Elijah?
Eliza.
Oh, she's
Eliza's
you're,
17.
oh, she's
Eliza's
younger than
17.
you. You got to go for somebody
Yeah,
a little
Eliza's
older, man.
I know, man. Like I'm thinking like 35, maybe 40.
Who's your TikTok
You know?
crush outside of Elijah?
I don't have a TikTok crush. I only have a celebrity crush. You know exactly who it is.
It's
You know
a
exact.
it's
It's
a
Billie
Billie Eilish.
Eilish.
I almost said Bella Thorne, but I was like, that's not right.
Billie Eilish.
Damn. Oh, that's
Dude.
crazy, man.
Okay, if I had to have a TikTok crush, oh my gosh. Man, I
Joe
seriously don't think anybody's that attractive to
Really?
TikTok. I can't look at them. How can I say that they're attractive when literally like they just move their arms around like I want my women to have flavor.
That's
I want them to have
TikTok though. TikTok is just a bunch
I
of
want them
people
to have-
doing nothing
I
for
want them to have a
something.
little. I want them to have a little bit of spice.
A little
you know what I'm saying?
pizzazz, a little
Little
pizzazz.
pizzazz. You know, I want to sprinkle. You know, and yeah, what TikTokers have that? Not a lot.
The only TikTokers with pizzazz are like political TikTokers, and they're so annoying.
So I should go for Joe Rogan, I guess.
Yeah, go for him. Oh,
Did you see his? Did you see his WAP dance?
I saw all 5 of them. Yeah,
Golly.
he made like 5 of them. I'm like, what are you doing?
What a man!
At least he's getting away from the forced hot takes on his main page because he's so boring now. Like the takes aren't that hot, you know. It's just
they're not hot takes nor unpopular takes. They just cater to the crowd.
It's exactly. And like he's been getting like a little more fair, but it's just like, oh my god, how many videos can we see on the goddamn vegan teacher? Like it's so like
It was funny the first few times. It was funny.
Then she started trolling him, and then he started losing, and that's why like she exploded. I'm impressed for a vegan. Like for a vegan, she exploded. She's 1 million followers.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm impressed with her. Good for her, man.
Yeah, I mean, every time she reminds me of Skeletor from He-Man.
She looks a little malnourished. I'd love to talk to her, but she's I'd love the idea of talking to her, but
she would. I would love to talk to her strictly for the memes, but
I think she's insane.
I would. Yeah, she's clinically insane.
She has to be.
There's no way her school's gonna let her come back to teach.
Yeah, the thing she says to the kids where like she's like fear mongers over like eating meat. I was like, oh man, like I would be like, I don't want her to be my teacher.
No, if I'm a dad, if I'm a father, like I'm like, can we please not have Miss Karen, please? Thank you.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Honestly, she probably smells like cat pit and ranch. Oh my god, you guys are so rude.
That's funny.
It is. It's so mean. Oh my god. So I got like some exciting stuff, man. You know H3H3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he follows me back on TikTok now, and I think he follow. Does he follow you back too?
I don't know.
Or Bruno or something.
I mean, I used to watch Ethan and iDubbbz and all them.
Mm-hmm.
More of a. I think he's a little obnoxious, but it's fine.
Well, I liked his old content, and I haven't kept up.
His old content,
I didn't keep up with his new content because, like, I simply am not a huge podcast watcher. Ironic, because I'm doing a podcast right now. But like, it was like, wow, this is cool, man.
Either, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, wow, this is cool.
If he follows me. Yeah, he does not follow me.
No. Yeah, I had to threaten him into it.
I don't follow him either.
I told him, I said, Ethan, if you don't start following me, then you're gonna have to more to worry about than someone stealing your shirts, because James Charles apparently stole his shirt design. But that's like that's a big like Poggers champion moment for me, because like, you know, that to me, I'm like, wow, like I'm actually like a little famous, you know. It's weird. And yesterday I also got recognized in public, so it's cool.
Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that fun?
It's the first time I ever got recognized. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, it makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, does it?
It, like, I have such bad, like, okay. I would be serious. Like, I get so nervous and like get so anxious when I am like recognized for anything that I do. Or like if anybody ever tells me good job for anything, like
Oh
anything
yeah,
like that, like it seriously bothers the living heck out of me. Like I think I have that Adam Driver thing where like I don't like watching like the movies or work that I'm in. Like
I get
I
that.
it gives me like I don't want to go off and like be like, oh, I have anxiety, but like it makes me feel anxious
I'm an
almost, I
alt
guess.
girl. I have
No.
an anxiety. I get that. For me, like, I have like a little bit of social anxiety, but like not like, I'm just like, okay, I can get over it. Like me personally, I could get over it. And so like when they did that, I was like, oh shit. And like I was like, oh crap, like first time anybody noticed. And I felt bad. I wish I made a TikTok or something with them. But one of them got a
Mhm.
picture, so that was cool. And then I made a TikTok. I was like, hey, a couple people, they noticed me, it was really cool. And then they duetted it, and it's like, oh, that's really dope.
Oh yeah. Um no, like that's why I like musical theater because like I won't have to watch myself back ever really. And if I ever win a Tony or anything like that, I'm going to vomit on stage. But we'll talk
That's
about that
funny.
when we get there for
It's
sure.
it's funny because like I'm like narcissistic where like I like the sound of my own voice, and so like I watch a lot of my own content. It's really bad. Like I'm just like, yeah, I sound like, I don't know. I think I have like a satisfying voice, so I'm just like, oh yeah, I like listening to this guy. And it's a little conceited, but like, whatever.
Yeah,
What are
I
you gonna
like
do?
I don't know, maybe it just comes from a sense of like like always self-deprecation and like bad image issues that I've always had, but I like don't like anything to do with myself. Like for a person that puts themselves out there like me, like that's I know it's a weird thing to say, but like I don't like putting myself out there, I guess.
I get that. It's a good thing that you do theater though, because that's like you're literally putting yourself out there. So like it's good that like you
Yeah.
you know
But
that you
that imaginary fourth wall is what saves my life, you
yeah.
know?
No, but still, it's good for like your ability to speak publicly. It's like it's a great thing because like I imagine even if you were put in a weird social situation, like you would be able to navigate it better than most other people.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good in I mean, I'm good in social situations, but like I'm dying inside. If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
Oh my goodness, that sucks. I got fortunate
Um,
though, because I'm a Boy Scout, so like I did a lot of people. I'm an Eagle Scout, so I did a lot of like up front in person with like multiple
so am I.
people.
I'm an Eagle Scout as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you're an Eagle Scout. That's great,
Hey,
man.
bro. Yeah, hey, hold on. Let me get the drip. Let me get the
Oh, wow,
drip.
look at you. I would have to go into the living room to get mine. Very nice. You know what? I'll go get it.
Hey,
I'm
hey, what's
back.
up?
We're back. We're back. We're back, guys. We're
Hey,
back.
I was just singing a song.
Yeah, you're keeping them entertained. So yeah, I got the little eagle on it though, so I can do my little.
Oh, I have the
Oh,
Eagle
my
too.
head
I'll
is
do
so.
it.
Look, there we go. I'm
It's somewhere.
I'm an affiliate now. I'm a gang affiliate.
A gang of, hey, bro. I'm in the gang. I'm in the squad. What are you thinking? Oh, are we wearing it on our head?
No, don't wear it like that.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to the
Like next thing
scout
I know, I'm
oath.
fucking canceled.
That's disrespectful to the scout oath.
Papa, you're appropriating culture. You're appropriating culture, Papa Gut.
Are you ready, Papa Gut? Do you know what we have to do?
Go.
Are you ready?
What is it? Like,
Scout oath.
on my honor. No, wait. Which one? Which one is it?
Yes, on my honor.
I will do my best to do my duty. To God and my country, to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. That's so silly. Oh my goodness. What a throwback. Look behind.
That is a throwback. Oh man, you're giving me good memories, man.
The Boy Scouts was great, man. I love the Boy Scouts. You can't even see my beard, but I love the Boy Scouts. It was great. It was a very good learning experience, I think, for me. It's like it helps a lot.
Also, a great thing on your college resume.
Is it? I never really got an opportunity to use it, but
it's
I feel like it's a swing. Yeah. I feel like some places, like I don't know. For me, I feel like it's embarrassing. Did it work really well for you?
Well, no, because I'm getting a theater degree and nobody gives a crap.
Oh, yeah,
But
there you go.
it would have, and it did for Lowe's. It did when I started working at Lowe's. So
That's
yes,
good.
yeah,
That's good.
um, yeah. So, but yeah, I love Boy Scouts. I love going to camp. I love the outdoors.
Do you
Even
still
though,
do it?
no, our troop actually, our troop leaders actually stopped meeting and said, after you, Gideon, you're the last Boy Scout before the new youngins come in. The scout leader said they wanted to leave with me and just let another troop form because of the decision to allow girls in.
They did, but I don't think girls are allowed into Boy Scout troops. They have to have girls only troops in order to do that. That's my
Uh,
understanding. My uncle is still a scoutmaster, and he was
uh,
explaining that apparently you need to have a girls only troop in order to have girls in the Boy Scouts. That's my
in,
understanding of it.
in Tennessee, I mean, in the troop that we're in, they do have the boys and girls still.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
Um, Personally, I feel like it still should have been kept separate for a multitude of reasons. One, because it complicates camping.
Yeah, well, for
Two,
sure.
yeah, it complicates the camping trips. And then two, I think that they need to reform the Girl Scouts because the Girl Scouts is terrible. It's a terrible
Well,
organization.
I think the thing is the Girl Scouts is financially capable, so that's why boys aren't allowed in the Girl Scouts, and the Boy Scouts is not really financially like stable, so they allowed girls in.
Well, no, the Boy Scouts has been going downhill for years now,
Yeah, well,
and
ever since all the
deserves
assault
it,
charges.
honestly. Yeah, it
Well,
deserves it.
oh yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
Um,
Yeah. But the
it's
Girl Scouts,
unfortunate.
I think the Girl Scouts is a very sexist organization personally because my sisters were in it and they
Probably.
said all they learned to do was coloring books and cook.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's like a money
Yeah,
marketing thing. They make like $2 million
yeah,
a year off the cookies.
yeah. It's BS. The only good thing about it is the cookies. Like the Girl Scouts, I think they need to learn, more than cooking and cleaning and
That's
sewing.
fair. I think that the
I feel like that's
survival
a little
skills could be a
sexist
thing.
personally.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
idea of like that's the only thing that you gear. Yeah, I get that. I mean, like it's nice that they have like the Boy Scouts as availability, but like I felt like I was under the impression that they
Well,
had to have girls only troops. So I was like, yeah,
you do
whatever. Who
realize
cares?
girls, even in Boy Scouts, because of varsity scouting, girls still could be in Boy Scouts through varsity scouting.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I'm aware of
But
that much.
but like people, that's only something that people like us know.
I think it's the availability where like
Yeah.
you don't really see varsity scouts around my area. Um, so you know I think that's why girls don't really gravitate towards it. But I remember my scoutmaster was like a really rugged Vietnam vet, and like there was one time where a girl wanted to join the troop, and he's like, I want like she should be able to join if she wants to do it. And like I always kind of like sat with me like as a young kid. He's like, it doesn't matter as long as they're willing to do the work. So I got that. But as a young boy, you're also thinking like, "Ooh, I can't." If I hope a girl gets in here, because then you want to be like inappropriate
Yeah.
towards them. And the Boy Scouts
Yeah.
is already difficult enough when it comes to like the social standards. So just imagine like that would be like that's like a whole other like you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to take sexual harassment courses as a kid. Although maybe that's not so bad.
No, maybe it's not because I know, I've experienced it firsthand. The Boy Scouts definitely has issues in sexual harassment. Like, yeah,
With the boys or with like the moms or something.
not the moms, yeah, the boys.
The boys to other boys or
The boys to other boys.
yeah.
I'm just saying from my personal experience.
Yeah, no, I had like probably a better experience because my scoutmaster was like a no bullshit Vietnam vet, and like he was a little bit like dated in some of his language, but he wasn't like sexist. And then my mom was like the committee chair, and my mom's a no bullshit anything. So like my scoutmaster would push some of the parents away, unintentionally. He was a fantastic scoutmaster. Every month we would go on a camping trip, hiking, everything fantastic. He was a great guy, but like he was intimidating to talk to. But like my mom, like just like he never. Like he was like, oh, like she has a strong personality, and they didn't clash. They actually worked very well. He was like, oh, my bad. So that's all what he would do. He's like, oh, I didn't mean to offend you. So it worked out really well with the dynamic, and nobody fucked with anybody in our troop. Like it was very respectful troop because of like
Yeah.
very strong leadership.
I've been very blessed to have great scout leaders.
Hmm.
Like I've moved a lot. So like when I lived in my hometown, I had a great scout leader. My dad was it until I got my Arrow of Light. He was my Cub Scout leader the whole time.
Oh, that's cool.
And And then when I moved out, I had a great scout leader. Then I moved and was blessed with another great scout leader. Then some drama happened, and then I left the troop and went to another troop, and then had great leaders for 6 years there. So I've been very blessed to never have a bad scoutmaster, because a bad scoutmaster will run your troop into the ground.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like a lot of people, they just don't care. You got to be active. You got to really give a shit about the kids in order to become a scoutmaster.
Yeah.
And for very little incentive. It's tough. Honestly, it's a tough thing. So.
Yep.
But yeah, no, my mom was also my Cub Scout, my pack leader. She was
good.
Pack leader.
Oh yeah, the pack leader.
Pack leader. Did you do any like week-long campouts before? Like we had like a summer camp out, like Camp Yagug.
Yeah, my nickname was Bubble Guppy for the longest time. Yeah. At the camp that I went to.
Which camp did you go to? If you don't have to expose it if you don't want.
Camp McMorris. I don't give a crap.
Oh, I don't know who the fuck that is. We did like Camp Yagug, so if I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I went to Camp McMorris, and go Tennessee, West Tennessee. It was good. It was a good, really good camp. Got started off good, first year camper. You know, they got me from Tenderfoot all the way to first class in a week. So that was lit.
Wow, that's crazy. That's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's fucking cool, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got my Eagle. I feel like the nowadays Boy Scouts are so freaking soft, and you can literally get your Eagle project approved for nothing.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
It's stupid, but I wanted to make a difference with mine. Like that's always been my dream, to like have a really big Eagle project and actually make a difference. So
what'd you do, like
took
TikTok?
A lot longer.
What did you do for
I built a long jump pit for the school because they needed one.
So that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's pretty cool, man.
Obviously, it took a little longer than a lot of people's Eagle projects, like picking up trash in a graveyard for an Eagle project.
Yeah, no. Oh, is that some of them? That's pretty bad. All the projects that I've been involved with are pretty bad. Like mine, I've renovated like a wellness trail around an elementary school. So we like redid like posts that they had. Like we put these little posts in that like had like a little marker for like what exercise you do, and then we put up a bunch of these, like cut out like 100 feet. The kids colored them, and then we put them up. Of course, we cleaned the trail as well. You know, that was a big thing. And then like the craziest one I think was somebody put up like a barrier on like a pond, and like that was rough because you got to like dig shit out of the pond and all stuff. So we had some pretty real Eagle projects, but
I bet.
I imagine, nowadays nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah, these kids these days, man, they don't want to work for something that's really hard to attain, and
kids these days.
I know, man. I feel like I'm a boomer, but it's true.
Right.
Like, it's true. Like people should work for something as high as a rank as Eagle Scout because it demeans the title.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I absolutely agree.
I have a lot more respect for the older Eagle Scouts for that exact reason.
Yeah, right. No,
I know that they worked for their Eagle project.
Yeah, no, I haven't been active for a long enough time. Like, I should become more active again. Non-binary scout.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't.
Hey, don't get too crazy. You can't put out any hot takes, Curly. This is
What do you mean?
Don't talk about non-binary people. You're a fun-loving TikTok. You're gonna get Ryan bearded if you go political. If you go political.
Oh gosh, I am not going political. I was just saying non-binary scouts. That's not the name. That's all I was saying. I was saying it.
They kind of have those anyway with the venture scouts, like you were saying before.
Yeah, venture scouts has always allowed boys and girls, and yeah.
They already kind of have that, so like, there's no reason for that.
It's funny, I think it's hilarious that I painted myself as somebody who's no politics, because I used to be the exact opposite.
Oh yeah, big political curly daddy,
yeah.
huh?
Big political guy. Well, my dad was mayor.
Oh really? That's cool.
Yeah, my dad was mayor. He's had as much experience politically as Pete Buttigieg. Like
that's crazy.
yeah. My dad was mayor of my hometown. Did some good stuff. He kept his promises and was very honest, and that's why he lost re-election.
Oh, really? That's fucked up, man. That sucks.
Oh yeah, he orchestrated the biggest drug bust in like West Tennessee history, and they told him before. They said if you do this drug bust, then you will not win re-election. It's never had. Every single mayor that's done this has not won their re-election. And my dad was like, I don't care, just do it. And he didn't believe him. It happened. He didn't win.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's nuts. It's crazy how many, like, you know, it's said that you have like famous heritage, like you know Kellyanne Conway, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that Jersey girl was her fucking daughter.
Mm?
Yeah. That Jersey girl is Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
Oh gosh.
You know who I'm talking about? That Jersey girl? You gotta know who she is.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like 15 years old and like she always
Is
talking
that
shit
the
about. Let me pull her
the
up.
political spectrum? Is that the political TikTok? Because I'm not. You know, I don't
Let
really...
me see. Let me see. Are you watching my stream right now?
I am.
Yeah, so this TikToker, this is who it is. This is Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
Oh wow.
And you know, she's just got. Oh, she started posting it after she tried to like rekindle like issues where like there's people who said the N word, and it was like a lot, mostly people who like did it in songs like years
Oh,
ago.
is she like opposite of Kellyanne Conway? Is she real liberal?
Super liberal, and there's people apologized already, and then she's like dragging all of them, and then she took a lot of heat for it. You know, she's something else, man.
Yeah, man. I felt like I was about to get canceled when people found out my dad was a Republican mayor.
Oh shit, your dad's a Republican? That's why I didn't get reelected. Your dad's a racist. No, that's yeah, it's crazy what can cancel you nowadays.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man.
It's just like I never talk about politics. I try to keep it out. Obviously, I mean, if you watch me and know me, it's pretty easy to tell like where I stand on certain political issues.
Are
And
you a little more conservative leaning?
I honestly these days really makes me feel like I am more right leaning than some.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's crazy because I know you, Mr. Bruno, like you guys are friends, right? No?
Yeah, we're good friends, and
Yeah,
like we've
yeah.
talked about politics, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just like, this is how I think politically on some stuff. I'm left on some issues, I'm right on other issues. You know, like that's kind of how you are as well.
Yeah, it's crazy like the dichotomy between you two though, because he's pretty open about his beliefs. Like he won't make
Oh yeah,
too much
he's
public.
very liberal.
Yeah, he doesn't go too crazy on TikTok, but like he was very comfortable talking about it on stream. But like, you know, of course.
I mean, also I'm
He's
going into
progressive.
Broadway.
Yeah,
I'm going into the world of Broadway. That's extremely liberal, and I have a lot of friends that are very, very liberal, and they know that I'm like not all the way over to the left. Like I'm not, you know, all the way over there. Like not an extreme leftist. They call themselves leftists. I
right.
think.
Yeah. Well, you're like a moderate.
Yeah.
It sounds.
Yeah,
like
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, they know I'm like that, but honestly, like it just they got to know me first, and then I kind of revealed like slowly. Like that's kind of my strategy. You know, it's just like
you start with the good, and then you creep the bad. And I'm just kidding.
I just creep the hey. By the way, I'm not going to like.
I love Donald Trump. By the way,
no, that's not what I say. Don't put words in my mouth.
I love Donald Trump. No. I get what you're saying. You know,
yeah, but like I'm not where most of the Broadway world is politically, if that makes sense. So, but I don't think that'll get me canceled because I'm also not all right leaning.
Yeah, no, you're just like a moderate, and it's like issue by issue, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's very issue by issue, and a lot of the issues stem from a lot of the issues for me are just like. Because I'm very Christian.
Right. Sure. It's fair.
And just like there's just some stuff that like I won't budge politically just because of my Christian beliefs. And then there's some stuff that is politics that can be debated absolutely that like I'm down to hear. But then there's like some stuff I'm just like I don't believe this just because it's where I stand in my spirituality.
I feel what you're saying. I feel you. Yeah, no, it's like what's bizarre is I've released like a bunch of Trump content. I watched the town hall and I released commentary, and people are like, "Oh, bro, why are you doing politics now?" It's like, what are you fucking kidding me? Like I've always been a political social commentary account. What do you mean? Why am I doing politics now? Well, my fans are very conservative. Some of them.
Yeah,
so I mean, very upset.
You kind of bring that crowd.
I did, and they thought that I was making jokes against against toxic progressivism because I don't like it, and then they were like, The second I was like, hey guys, like I don't know, universal basic income, it's like, Papa, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like I don't agree with you on a lot of the stuff you say politically, but like I don't freaking bash you over it.
Yeah, dude, because I'll freaking end you. And I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I
Hey
just
man, I gotta get my dad, the economics teacher, on the show and talk to you about universal basic income.
I'm down with that. That'd be great. I would love to have that conversation with him. Tell your
I'll think
dad.
about it.
Tell your dad. Hey, dad.
What? Do you want to talk about universal basic income?
Yeah, you said it. I talked to your dad about you. I'll talk to you about UBI. I'll talk to anybody about UBI. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on, let me
gonna-
get him.
You gonna call him? Are you gonna get him? Oh shit!
Never mind. He went to sleep. He went to bed.
Ah, I was
I
excited.
have to get him. We can talk to him sometime soon.
That would be interesting. Have you guys talked about UBI together? Like,
Sort of, yeah.
You brought it up. You're like, this fucking fat idiot on TikTok loves UBI.
No, we just brought it. Well, no, because I told him that I kind of liked Yang.
Yeah. So what did he say? I'm just curious about what his perspective on it is.
He said I think he thought I was joking at first because I was just like I like Yang. Like if I was a Democrat, like all the way, like I would vote Yang. And he was just like I can see that. It was just like he's probably the best out of all of them.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
then,
I agree.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, I like Yang. I like Yang. I like the vibe he gives off. And then he was like, his thing is universal basic income.
Yeah.
And I told him I was like, I agree with universal basic income with certain parameters around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, I can see that. And he was just like, I don't know. I just think he would hyperinflate the economy. And I was just like, well, I think we would have to learn his full policy before we made any.
Right.
rash
Well,
decisions.
what do you know what the basis of his inflation argument is?
No, I really don't talk that much politics with him. You'd have
Right,
to
yeah.
get it from the horse's mouth.
That would be I would love to do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, my dad teaches economics, and he was a Republican mayor. He's probably a good person to talk.
Yeah,
with,
no,
'cause
I would love to. That'd
he's
be
very
fantastic.
understanding. Yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah,
But because I think that those concerns are like always important to distinguish too, because like a lot of times people are like, oh, this is a great idea, and then they're like, well, there's some issues, and you're like, no, there aren't. Leave me alone. And then all of a sudden, like, you're not going to be able to balance your thing. You're not going to be able to implement the good solution without listening to like the problems of the solution.
yeah. No, I do think the universal basic income that some people want would hyperinflate the economy. But I think if we set up a universal basic income and also scale back some other government funds, then I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I think
personally.
that's like that's the general goal of UBI, of Yang's UBI. What are the parameters that would make you comfortable with it? If you don't mind me talking about it, you could say like I don't want to talk about it.
I don't care about talking politics, man. We can do it. I don't care. Like we're just on a Twitch stream.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Nothing
Well,
bad.
it's just
to come out of it.
UBI. It's not like we're talking
it's just
about
talking-
we don't have to talk about anything sensitive.
I don't give a crap if we did talk about anything sensitive. I feel like my following's pretty tolerant of beliefs.
Of the fact that you're a hyper Trump supporter, an alt right.
Hyper Trump, alt right
Oh.
Trump support. Indeed, that is me all the way. That is totally me.
So what are the parameters that would make you feel comfortable about UBI?
Well, I feel like maybe certain government handout type.
Yeah. No, that's Yang's whole thing. You don't get it if you're on welfare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like people hear from Yang like, hey, I want to give you $1,000 a month. You're gonna hyperinflate the economy. Like,
yeah, no,
that's all he is. Like no guys, let's listen to like what he's going to scale back in the government because he is a businessman. He understands it. In order to give, you're gonna have to take.
Yeah, for sure. Like because the headline cost is $3 trillion, and based on the way he budgets it, we have 2.5 trillion of it covered, and that's still a $500 billion increase. But there's some scale backs that we can make to get that into perspective. Like a third of that money comes from just like the economic impact is estimated upwards of $900 billion a year in tax revenue. Then you have the fact that people will either be on welfare still and not get the UBI, so they're factored out, or they'll come off, and that's like an estimated $600 to $800 billion a year right there of just like reduced spending, and then evaluated tax is another $800 billion. So you got about $2.5 trillion of that, and then you can make up the difference. I think, and honestly, government scale backs, but a lot of it's just like other shit that the government fucks up on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that something we could cut is the post office.
You really think we should cut the post office?
Yeah, I think the post office was one of the worst government funded businesses of all time.
I
Literally loses billions of dollars a year.
I would say it's for sure. I would say I disagree though, because that's how poor people get their mail, and I think that you should be able to get
But
your mail.
why? Yeah, but why can't we just have privatized organizations do it for a cheaper cost for poor people?
I mean, if that's the way that it goes, that's fine. I honestly, that's not a bad idea, I suppose. Only because it might work. The thing is like with healthcare right now, we subsidize healthcare. We subsidize privatized healthcare, and it's a fucking disaster. And it's incredibly expensive. So that's the aspect I would caution. So that's why I think that we could honestly maintain a post office. Then again, the government does tend to run things poorly. Like there was a thing,
the government's terrible.
There was this whole thing a while ago where like there were like 6 post offices in like one state that was like incredibly small, and they're like right up the road. And it's like or like it's in one town. It was nuts. It's like there's definitely like abuse of operation, of course. Like I have 2 post offices in my town.
Yeah, and I
Why?
love the postal office workers. Like I have nothing against them. Like I respect the blue collar. Like good for y'all. But dude, the higher ups, idiots. Like
well, that's the problem, is that they
yeah.
abuse like the funding, and that's like a government problem
Exactly.
in general. And that's like and that's one of the reasons I like UBI, because like it's very direct. Because to me it's like instead of welfare and even statewide federal like public education funding increases, I think UBI is like so comprehensive that you don't need the federal government to subsidize or increase the funding of like state schools if you're giving people money so that they can decide whether to increase their taxes or not in the long run.
Yeah, no, but like I said, man, like I don't have a list on me of all the things that I would cut out of the government in order to satisfy the UBI. But I definitely I'm not just like, oh, UBI bad, like I wouldn't be opposed.
I think it's a good idea. That's what I talk about a lot.
Yeah. How would you just a question, like how would you make sure people use their UBI like wisely and don't just like spend it on
bullshit
things that
so there's a couple answers. That first and foremost, the reality is even if people spend it irresponsibly, it's still stimulating the economy. Worst case scenario, it's still stimulating the economy. That's a social aspect that I think that we have to have a conversation about. So if we look at like impoverished communities, poor people, not only do they not have money, but they also don't know how to spend their money and save their money. So that's a social change that you can't really provide government regulation, because it's a slippery slope when you tell people to specifically how to spend their money. And that comes with like a social movement. There has to be community leaders who urge these particular people to use their money properly.
Yeah, use the money wisely.
Yeah, and it's like it's not perfect, but like again, like that's I feel like the government sometimes tries to overstep with their laws, and it has like a negative impact. Like if you made hate speech illegal, it's a slippery slope kind of a thing. And like
and maybe I'm biased because my dad is an economics teacher, but I feel like schools really underteach how to handle your money properly.
Yeah, for sure. I think that
because my dad starts off every high school class with this. He's like this class is the most important class that you'll ever have in your life. And
probably,
he was like, and here's why. Because the number one stresses on marriages is money. He was like, you have to and then he just lists all these things of why learning how to handle your money is important, and it really is.
No, it is. I think that people we've learned as we grow up that money is not the most important thing in life, and it's
absolutely
it kind of is, man. It's literally bartering. It's literally power in your economy.
Money is
power. And of course you don't need to be filthy rich, but there's a level of income that families have that I think it's average in the United States. An average household of roughly $80,000 a year. That's when making more than that doesn't necessarily make you happier. But we're not there. So you know what I'm saying? So it's very important. And people have given me shit because I guess I'm a class reductionist, where I think most things are a class issue and a money issue rather than a social issue, because people just don't understand that a lot of stereotypes wouldn't exist if those individuals actually had access to opportunity and money. Honestly,
absolutely. And it's a hard pill for people to swallow, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it is. And people just undervalue it. They're very caught up in the Disney fantasy idea. It's money doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. Welcome to the real world, honey.
Yeah, it does.
Money matters.
It matters a lot. It does.
And I mean, I would love to. I would don't get me wrong. I would love to live in the world where I'm just like, you don't need to learn how to handle your money. Everything's gonna be okay. But that's just not the
No,
case,
it's
bro.
not. And like we don't teach kids well enough to like learn how to handle their
No,
finances,
man. I
unfortunately.
am. I as an 18-year-old kid just out of high school and having an economics teacher as a father still like need to learn a lot of
Yeah,
things about
you
how to
struggle with
handle my
stuff,
money.
right?
Yeah,
It just takes a while just to learn things. You know,
yeah.
I have to. It's crazy.
Yeah, like right now, like I have no shame. Like all the money that I get from work or TikTok, like I just push it off to my dad, and I'm just like, okay, you handle it because I don't know how to deal with it right now. You know,
That's not a bad idea.
it's not a bad idea. He's becoming sort of like my business manager, which is fine because he has degrees like that he could do that. But like I don't know, man. It's something that I definitely need to learn before I head off to New York. That's for sure.
Yeah, New York's rough, man. It's expensive. Good luck. That's where I live. I live in New York. It's
Oh, okay. I can't wait to meet up with you.
yeah, no, I would for sure. We'd
I
do like a
know. So
collab.
would I. So would I.
Yeah, we could do like a collab. That'd be cool. You see all these fucking like weird people on TikTok doing collabs, like all the big like tweens and fucking teens up and like
Yeah.
you know doing collabs. Like, oh look at me, I hung
What
out with
would
this person.
what would break TikTok? The Curly Papa collab.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
That would be dope.
Oh, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I can't wait for like stuff to open back up so I could like actually do a collab. Like I would love to go to like Comic Con or like a Twitch Con and like whatever
Yeah,
convention and
you would
know.
definitely be getting a lot of pictures, bro.
That'd be cool, man. I would love that. That'd be dope.
I went to just ThesCon theater, and that was back when my following was mostly theater kids.
Mhm.
And man, like I got asked for a picture. Like I know this is like a lot, but it was like 2 times an hour, man.
That's
It's
cool
pretty.
though, man. It's
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
I felt like a
surreal.
celebrity. Of course, I was dating somebody at the time, and she was a very jealous girl. She was very jealous, and she was like, all these girls are coming up and take a picture with you, and I was just like, huh, yeah, they are, but it's not like sexual, you know?
Yeah, but like I feel like you're the kind of guy if you were single, you would try to be you'd be macking on them. I could get that. You would be if you were single. You'd be like you'd be eating it up, man. I read that on you. Get the hell out of here.
That I'm a player.
Yeah. You're like the
God, I am so socially awkward. I have never talked to a girl in my entire life.
yeah. You were on stream with Eliza for like 4 hours talking about how whatever you guys were talking about.
Okay, I would have played games with you if you asked.
I didn't even play games last night. It's so funny.
I know. Everybody was like, "This you, Curly Daddy." I was like,
I know. I made that video and I was laughing. My followers are such toxic little trolls. I love them. I love it.
"Oh yeah, your fans know that we're chill, like so they were chill about it."
They said,
Right.
"Call me not Carson" made a video on you.
I bet he did. Yeah.
Like a good or a bad thing. He's a weird guy.
He's probably getting involved in the drama with Eliza.
Listen, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
Not a bad guy. There you go. Warning: Curly Daddy Part 1. Do you want to watch this?
Yeah, let's watch it together. This is my first
Here,
time.
we have it right here. We can all listen to it. I gotta just make sure that let's see.
What?
Yeah. Let me just
I'm making this video as a warning to Curly Daddy 101, aka Gideon. So I've been watching your recent videos and you've been flirting with my girl, Elizo69420.
God.
She's mine. Back off. I mean, even if you go to the comment section of the collab that Eliza and I did, it's all, oh, Curly Daddy 101, come get your girl, come get your girl, come get your girl. She's literally mine. We have something special. Here's proof. This is us on FaceTime. Look how happy we are. Come back tomorrow for part 2 where I confront him. I'm making this video as a warning to Curly Daddy 101.
You're gonna confront me?
Gideon. So I've been watching your recent
dude.
He has my number. I'm scared.
videos and you've been flirting with my girl.
I think at this point, like, you gotta confront them back, and just say, listen, like, even Papa God agrees that, like, I'm better for Elijah, and I'm not gonna, boom, right there. You good?
I mean, I could hit him with a lot of info, but
Listen, he sounds like a nice guy. I feel like I don't know that she's like a formally attractive girl. I wouldn't necessarily ship the two of them. I know I'm an overweight guy myself, but that's how I know that she. I don't think that she's he's probably just doing it for like, mostly clout though. But I wonder if he really thinks that like he's got a shot.
sometimes I worry that.
I mean, listen, I'll give him credit for his confidence for sure.
Yeah, no, I applaud the effort.
Yeah, you're right. I think that he probably hits on her.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. I've watched it myself.
Yeah, no, I can see that. No, everybody's saying it's a joke. It's a joke. No, I'm sure it's a joke, but like I know like the joke angle. It's like, oh, I'm just kidding. Unless, are you interested in me?
It's like
Fat
like
shaming, yeah.
how I met my last girlfriend. It's like we started out as we were co-stars in a show, and there's nothing there. But then
then you kiss on camera and all of a sudden.
Yeah, then you're like making out with each other on a balcony on stage. You're just like,
that's real, right? That's real.
Getting a little feelings involved here, like, oh yeah, and then between your relationship.
That's how you get it. That's how you get it. So you just like, you don't really talk to them, but once you co-star with them and you give them that kiss, you're such a good kisser, and they're like, oh my god.
No, the weird thing was I was friends with her. We were best friends since 6th grade, and like there was never anything there. And then we were co-stars, and we had to like make like just like full on make out on stage. And then it was like, man, it just like
it's hot. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, it's not because you guys are probably underage, but you get what I'm saying. And then you brought her home.
No, we weren't underage.
Oh, yet. Good. And then you brought her home, and then you're like, check this out. Check out my merit badge collection. Yeah.
I know, man. I took her home and I showed her my merit badge collection and my bamboo plant.
Nice. Are you an Order of the Arrow member?
No, dude. They never put me in it.
That sucks. I'm a Brotherhood member of the OA.
Man, I wanted that so bad. They never did it.
To get like the highest rank, I never got it. Like you have to be like a legit Boy Scout in the Boy Scouts. Like you have to be a double Boy Scout. I was like, it's not really for me, man.
Yeah, Order of the Arrow, man. They would be like just beating on the drums, like these people would just be like beating on drums, doing like the Indian type stuff. It's pretty epic.
It's cool. Epic. It was crazy.
It is cool.
It was crazy when I did my orientation because like you don't eat really for 2 days. They don't feed you. They give you, like,
I know. You do that 2-day thing where you don't really eat.
And then you do like a project, and like we did that like a campground. Everybody had their I got like the worst project, and it was like demucking a lake, and I was the only one that had any balls, so I was in there like neck deep, just like pulling shit out of the lake, and then you throw it to the side, and then you got frogs hopping around. It was cool though. I loved it. And then they give you a huge feast at the end, and I went ham, man. I went crazy.
Heck yeah, bro. I wanted to do that so bad, but it was just like scheduling issues. Like I was always like, I either had like a cross country meet or something.
I feel. So you're in cross country too. Look at you.
Oh yeah, man. I'm all state cross country runner.
Wow, look at you, dude. Very, very equitable young man. Look at you.
Yeah. I got some D1 off. Got some D1 offers.
Why didn't you take them, dude?
Because theater's my passion.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I could have gone. I could have gone to some good colleges for cross country, but I was like, I like theater, and they're like, we have a theater program, you just couldn't be in it because you'd be running cross country all the time. I was like, exactly.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. No.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I was big distance guy. I ran the 5K, the 2 mile, the 1 mile, the half 800 meter. Yeah, it's pretty lit.
That's cool, man. Hey, good for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. It was
That's awesome. Wow, very established. Got a portfolio there. Got a portfolio there.
I got quite the resume. Class presidents type stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And now you're a big TikToker.
I know. Now look at me, man. Big TikTok guy.
Big TikTok guy. So I don't know if you had any things you wanted to bring up before we ended this thing.
I mean, well, shoot. Bring up? What do you mean by bring up?
I don't know. Like if you had anything you wanted to talk about, any conversation you wanted to have before we ended this off.
I mean, look, I just want to say, I want to tell Papa's chat right now. Like, I wanted to expose Pop. I wanted to expose you a little bit. Can I expose you?
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Okay, guys, there's something that Papa God doesn't tell you. Okay, there's something that he hasn't told you about himself, and it's shocking.
Oh my God,
Papa God. What? Let me talk. Papa God.
Let me talk.
Breaking news. Okay, Papa God is literally one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. He has helped me through a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and you guys don't see it. But Papa Gut is actually a giant softie, and he'll talk to me. He talks to me about my feelings, and he lets me vent to him. And he's basically my therapist. And he's wholesome Chungus 1000. And I think Papa, I think you're one of the nicest. You and Mr. Bruno and many others are. That whole group is some of the nicest people that I've ever met. Like, that is not cap. I really appreciate you guys.
I appreciate that, man. I do. And like I'm clipping that and I'm gonna put that on my TikTok. So that's the nicest clip. I have to. That was so nice. I really appreciate that, man. You know?
Oh man, of course, dude. I had to expose you because you put off the facade that you're a giant a-hole.
Oh, is that what I do? I don't think I try to put this like I put this idea on. Like, listen, like I'm very blunt, but like
that you're blunt. Yeah, you put up this facade that you're just.
I'm
blunt,
not. It's not a facade. I am very blunt, but I give a shit about people. That's the thing I don't really put off. I don't. You know, I'm very blunt. Yeah. So people are like, oh.
You are, but people really don't know like how good of a guy you are. Like, for real.
I appreciate that, Curly.
Yeah, for real. You're a very astute man, and I've literally been a fan of you for like so long. When you followed me back, I was like, oh,
really?
Papa Gut, follow me back. Like, I was freaking out. I wasn't freaking out too loud because a lot of my liberal theater friends don't like you that much. But I was like,
that's so funny.
I didn't want to brag about it, but I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Papa Gut, just follow me. Because, like, dude, when you were on my For You page, I was like, this guy, I hate politics, but this guy actually makes it bearable.
It's so funny that your theater friends hate me, but like I'm actually much more progressive than a lot of people understand.
I know they don't. They. I'm pretty sure they think you're all right, you know, in their eyes.
Yeah, it's funny because I put out a lot of content, and what picks up is like the more conservative content, and then
because that's what gets popular on TikTok, and people don't like to.
What it is that like I offend so toxic social justice warriors because I don't like it, but then I'll make like these points about like a ton of different things. Like universal basic income, I'll talk about the lack of value of femininity in society. I'll talk about like trans rights, gay rights. They don't hit, and it's because like nobody cares because all the progressives are like, I'm blocking this guy. I don't want to consume it. It's like you're hurting yourself. If you're going to consume political content, don't just consume the political content that makes you comfortable. That's the biggest issue.
Oh yeah, but my theater friends. Yeah, some of them texted me and was like, Papa Gut defended you. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, ugh. And I was like, he's actually a really nice. I was like, he's actually a really nice guy.
It's funny.
And
yeah.
I was like, I was like, he's not alt right, so please don't hate him. But I think just the slightly conservative. Yeah, the slightly conservative takes that you give probably just piss off people because you know most people in theater are pretty.
They're very progressive. It comes with the territory. There are people who don't understand me, and like I already know that. Like I don't criticize. Like that's fine. Like I get it. Like you know, but when people give me a chance, it usually never goes the way that they think it's gonna go.
No.
I can't believe you're racist. Everybody in my chat's like, no, Papa's all right. He's a racist. Like as a joke.
Yeah, my chat's doing the same thing. Somebody was like, white man in a beard must be all right.
That's part of it too. If I was like a black guy, like a muscular, sexy black guy, like they probably wouldn't look at me in the same light. But I present as a very I look like a racist Trump supporter.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to put it that way.
I do though. I think so. Like I'm a fat, bearded, balding, like older.
Trust me, I work at Lowe's. I see my fair share of Trump supporters coming in with their Trump masks
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, you live in like Tennessee, you said, right? So
I live in Tennessee. I work at Lowe's, and I get talked to at least like 6 times a day by customers, and they say these dang masks is a liberal scheme. And I'm just like, sir, actually, my neighbor almost died from coronavirus, but
no, I think it can be. Yeah. It's a very serious thing. My uncle passed away, unfortunately. You know, it's it's okay.
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
No, I appreciate that. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, how awkward is that? It's like, oh, my uncle died. Now I have to. You threw me off.
Well, it's still he had underlying issues.
Yeah. Well, listen, you know. The one thing I'll leave you with here for a lot of people in chat, because I've been trying to promote this, is they talk about how like a lot of the deaths aren't contributed to the coronavirus. We have a curve of like deaths per week in the United States, and really every country has it. And when you compare the average numbers for last year and this year, they were going solidly strong until like the point that the coronavirus bursted. And like, what other thing would it be attributed to other than excess death rates? That's how they gauge coronavirus death more than they don't gauge coronavirus death rates necessarily based on whether you tested positive or not. They gauge it based on the average number of deaths per week that the trend that we should be hitting on, and we're way above that. That's how they gauge the.
Oh yeah. Now don't get me wrong. I do think COVID is highly used as a political weapon, and it shouldn't be, but it is most definitely real. And it's most definitely serious. You know?
One of the things I've come to after I watched the Trump town hall, but one of the things I came to the understanding of is that when the coronavirus hit, like Trump is a very economically centered guy, and like do fault him for that. But I'm somebody who always learned that like you should commit to a bad plan rather than like not committing to a plan at all. The current plan that most progressives wanted was like to do masks, do shutdowns in your country, this, that, and the other thing, which were good ideas. I think what Trump wanted to do more than anything else was like stop letting people in who come from the countries that have infection rates like China. And like
then he was called racist for doing
that. And at the end of the day, all we needed was time. And if we actually did what he said, it probably would have worked fine. Honestly.
Don't. I agree though.
I'm just saying, like, listen, if you don't let them in the country, unless it's like a trade, I'm fine with the trade. I get it. You have to keep their country. It would have given us, the issue wasn't the coronavirus. The issue was the preparation time we had for the coronavirus. Nobody was going to be prepared for this. We needed like tons of masks, tons of gloves, tons of medical equipment. We didn't have time for it. If we had listened to Trump, honestly, I think that his way could have worked just as well as the way that the progressives wanted to work it.
People I mean, completely unbiased here, but Trump had a plan, and they all called him racist before we absolutely got rammed by COVID. And now they want to do Trump's plan. It's just like, okay.
It's
like, is he a genius? Is he a genius before his time, or is he?
I think it's just like, people they're uncomfortable and like they succumb to the. It's homophobic to not let Chinese people in. But it's like, listen, it's just coming from China. That's it. But people get upset when you say that. They're like, he diminished the number. Like, listen, he had downplayed it because people were worried. And he was too economically focused. But, there's more than one solution to every problem. Unless we're talking about math. But
yeah, well,
we're not. So
we're not.
We're not. So it was a pleasure having you on. If you want to play games afterwards, I'm more than open to it.
Oh, buddy, I gotta get up. I gotta get up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and absolutely I will.
Are you sure? I thought you had to get up later. We're just
I get up, like I said, man. I gotta get up and make those TikToks.
Oh yeah.
I gotta.
Papa got to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.